Don't worry, Tony. 24 more days, and you can have a little mini vacation, and you
Yeah,
get to go see all your favorite people.
yes, I will get to see all my favorite people, but I will not have a mini vacation because it's going to be a busy weekend. We're going to be running. We got a lot going on that weekend. We're going to be running around. There's rehearsals, there's parties, and not that it's not going to be fun, but dude, it's never just like hanging out, relaxing. It's making your rounds, saying hi to everyone. It's the excitement. Like you're gonna be completely drained. It's like gonna be at like retreat. Retreat, you would just like you get so caught up in the moment. You should win. Oh, Johnny, you're the best. Oh, leave it to Johnny.
Yep.
Yeah. But so speaking of Shar, don't forget to check out our sister chat. Talk Barry to me every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. She is live. She has, I don't know how many, honestly, she has the best guests. She really does. She had, so if you missed this past Sunday's live, I know you were excited too. Dude, this dog wants to work out because of this guy. He's
He wants to lose that extra weight.
exactly. He's gonna lose that extra weight. He's gonna be jacked, and we're gonna be up on stage together posing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Walk the stage together. That'd be interesting.
Hey, should I let Rab up because he's saying yo,
Oh,
and
nice.
he's probably requested, or should we make him sit down there and wait?
We should make him sit down there and wait for a little while because Amber just says she just got her ticket.
All right, Amber, that's awesome.
We're gonna get to meet Amber now.
I know. I'm gonna pretend I don't see. Oh, damn it! Who let him up?
I didn't touch it.
Oh, it was Shar. I
It must
know
have been. Yeah, it must have been Bestie.
I know. I got the dog. The dog is like trying to climb up on my lap right now. Only because my son is ignoring him.
Just like he's gonna ignore you telling him that now.
Every week, man, this dog just constantly, hey, you're live. Pay attention to me. He doesn't like it when I go live. Yeah, I know it was you, Shar. After I shouted you out. You know who else we're going to shout out tonight? We're going to shout out the Waiting Table. They're live every Wednesday, and you can catch them at 8:30 during their happy hour, half hour, sharing all their NSVs on TikTok and Instagram from 8:30 to 9, and then they go live from 9 to 10 on Instagram and YouTube, where they have who do they have on this week?
Not sure.
I think they have OSLP on this week for some reason. They might, but I don't know. Never a bad show there. Rob, Murph, and Shay.
It's always a good time with them.
I know. I like hanging out with them. We haven't got to hang out with Shay, but we're gonna get to meet Shay over at JBY, which will be cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, River, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, well, I'm doing amazing. Thanks for
How's that
asking.
Kane and Walker?
We can't hear you, Rap.
Rab, your audio,
We can't hear you at all.
yeah. You might need to get on top of the roof and fix the antenna. Just like in the old days, or either that, grab a coat hanger and just hook it up to the roof.
He's living so far in the woods that you just can't hear him no more.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, this guy has banjos playing. Dude, I can't hear you at all, bro.
It's because Shar brought him up before we were ready to bring him up. That's why. See the technical difficulties. He wasn't ready.
When you leave Shar and oh, Char's gonna give me crap for this one.
Oh, she's gonna give both of us crap.
I know. Well, you know who else is gonna give us crap because we haven't shouted him out yet? Is I know that he's not with us right now, but he'll be with us at 9 p.m. when we go live with the Mental Health Shop Talk at 9 p.m. right after BME. Fade Away Ryan.
The link is in the bio.
Yeah. Okay, Char. We'll see what happens this year, my friend.
Who cares about the Boston or the Yankees? Or the Dodgers while we're at it. I'm just getting everyone to hate me today.
Yeah, I know. I told Shar that instead of me and her hating each other over the Sox and Yankees, we're just gonna go to Houston and go to our Astros game and boo at them together. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Rap can fix his audio. I'm telling you, man. You talk about like everything.
Worst luck.
Dude. I'm telling you, it's a weekly thing now. I'm telling you, since
And the thing is, we plan for everything. We tell people this. It just
TikTok is just like, you know what, being me.
mess with you a little bit. You're going to be an award winner in a couple weeks. Don't worry about it. But we're going to mess with you until then.
You guys are gonna be the sloppiest winners ever.
Just going to rub it in a little bit more for those other nominees.
Yeah. Thanks, Shao. We know we love you too. So, well, we're gonna get started without Rab, I guess. So
Sir.
it's 8:05. Welcome to the Barry Male Experience, where we talk all things bariatric from the male perspective. So we're pivoting this week. We were going to talk all things vitamins. Considering that none of us are vitamin experts, I don't feel it would be right for us to be able to talk about it. I don't know about you. Yeah.
Like I said, I am interested about some of the new stuff that ProCare came out with, though.
I know. I did see something today that caught my eye, and I'm like, ooh, interesting.
The new GLP-1 replacement that they came out with.
It's an alternative. It's not a
Alternative, yeah.
Don't
Sorry,
get anyone
alternative.
excited with it. Like, oh my god, I can just spend $8 a year. And this brings me to my point about part of the subject of what we're going to talk about tonight. So obviously, I'm not going to sit here and talk about vitamins because you know what I'm going to tell you? That they taste good, and that I never forget to take them because it's good. And that's the only thing that I know about vitamins. Other than it's calcium, and I take a multivitamin in the morning.
And that my doctors have told me to take them every single day.
Exactly. So I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up someone's rear behind, but I am going to talk about all the new and great fun berries that we have coming into the community.
Oh, what about them? Can y'all hear me okay?
Huh?
We can hear you now.
I hope so, because you're getting ready to start this conversation about all the fun and new berries in the community. I need to get my wine right, getting my wine together.
What Rab really means to say is he's getting his water into his cup right now. Because we all want to stay hydrated. That is fruit punch, flavored, sugar-free.
That is that Gatorade Zero.
Strawberry Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you have to drink in the Kool-Aid, bro.
Don't drink all the Kool-Aid. You know that figurative speech? Stop
Yes.
drinking the Kool-Aid.
So I have become very active in the community again as of late because I noticed that there are a whole bunch of berries coming into the community. So I
Are
think
there really?
we're starting to see a turnaround in, again, every so often you see a turnaround of people leaving the community, people coming into the community. And I think there was a good stretch where I was kind of unaware of everyone coming in, kind of like when Biggie came into the community and kind of like kicked the door down. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? So I've noticed a lot more coming into the community. And I made it a point, especially because we're going into JBY. I'm like, you know what? Part of my favorite things about being in this community was when I interacted with everyone. And I've done a very intentional job of trying to make sure that I'm talking to everyone, especially the new bariatric patients that are coming in. Because, I mean, I've got 2 years in, and I want to be able to, be there to help and support people. And I'm noticing that a lot more people are creating content because they're all coming across my feed. Of course, everyone has 1,000 views. I'm still getting my 200, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing a lot of people talking, and I think I'm starting to get like the feeling of how other people felt when we came into the community and we started talking about our journeys. And Rap, I know you and I discussed this a while back because we had like we would hear people talk about their journeys and we'd be like, man, I don't resonate with none of that stuff, man. I don't know if I like this person or not. And it's a very normal thing. And of course, we always talk about the story of Jay Salazar because the both of us like were very judgmental in the beginning, and Jay Salazar is possibly one of my favorite people in the world now. Especially after meeting him last year, he's even better in person. And I just feel like there's a lot of information coming out, and a lot of people who are just so excited about their journey, especially in the honeymoon phase, that I just feel like there's just a crap ton of misinformation coming out, especially sharing it with a whole new group of people.
I give an example.
So I watched one post of someone who's 10 weeks out, and they said, I am 10 weeks out. I have had no complications in my journey, etc., etc. If you're thinking about having bariatric surgery, I think you should just go for it. Don't even think twice. It'll be the best decision you've ever made. Now, I will not lie to you that at one point, I may have possibly even said this myself, because for the first 10 months of my journey, I sailed. And I mean sailed through my journey for the first 10 months. And then shit hit the fan. If you're 10 weeks in, I am so happy that you have had no complications. You've had absolutely no difficulties in your journey. And I don't blame you for being that excited that you are screaming from the rooftops. But it is all in how you present this excitement, where you could seriously persuade someone to make a decision that probably is not in their best interest. I am never going to say that bariatric surgery is a bad idea, but I will never ever say that it is a great idea.
But
It is a big, big decision. It is probably your last resort decision. Unless you are medically told by a doctor that this should be your first option, in my personal opinion, it should be your last option. And honestly, I've started thinking about this. Bariatric surgery saved my life. I will never say that. I will never say that it did not save my life.
Yeah.
But there is a part of me that thinks, I wish I didn't get it. Because I wish I was mentally stronger to have the surgery done. I allowed myself to get to a point where I physically was unable and medically unable to lose the weight. I think that everyone should go through every option possible before thinking about taking bariatric surgery, because it is a big decision to go into a hospital, have someone cut you open and remove a part of you. I'm not saying that it won't save your life, but again, there are obvious risks whenever you have a surgery, because I've watched people have a ton of success in this community, but I've also watched people struggle with complications from this surgery. I think there needs to be a full range of like transparency when it comes to this journey. And I know there's a ton of people that can't speak on complications, like myself, because I haven't had any. But I think you should be fully informed before you make a decision like this.
But is it someone who's watching that video's responsibility to go out and get that information themselves? Why would we want to knock somebody who's excited and hasn't had any issues for celebrating and sharing their story?
And to each their own. And I am not knocking someone for celebrating. I want everyone to be able to document their journey. But I also think that there is a responsibility in this community amongst all of us to be well informed and to be transparent about all things bariatric. And again, a lot of people can't speak on things that they aren't experiencing or they haven't witnessed. If you've experienced nothing but joy, all right, you can talk nothing about joy. If you've experienced nothing but doom and gloom, I'm pretty sure that you're not going to speak about anything other than that. But there's a lot of things that happen in this journey that we need to be transparent about. And it's tough because I've watched all of us, especially people who, have been basically aligned with their journeys with ours in particular. We've watched people coming in and out of the community. I've watched people that I followed religiously for my first year that I don't see anymore. There are people that I've watched since the very beginning that are some of my biggest influences. I'm watching a few of them right now. Actually, I'm looking. Oh, thank you, Barry girls. One of the biggest influences in my journey, right there. And I'll shout them out because, again, very informative. Tough love when you need it, but compassionate when you need it. But enough years out and enough experience where you can get the information you need to help you be successful. 10 weeks out, 6 weeks out, 4 weeks out,
Shit, 2 years out.
Yeah, because you gotta figure we're still toddlers in this in
Yeah,
this.
I know absolutely jack shit.
yeah,
I am the
yeah.
last person. Take whatever I say with a grain of salt.
Like how many times has your why changed? Like we've talked about that over and over again over the past year and a half and some change. That your why changes so much. I mean,
My
man,
wife,
I feel like my personality and who I am has changed like 20 times.
I've witnessed. I think all of us on this platform have witnessed your personality.
Yeah,
You,
right.
you. While I've known you, since we started the platform, you are a different man than when we met.
Oh, big time.
Right.
So, and I've watched you from your highest, and I've watched you at your lowest. So, again, the journey that you've been on, where it's taken you, you've had highs and you've had lows, and you're back up on a high. But I think
Yeah.
this is the transparency that people, witness. And again, I'm not knocking people who haven't witnessed it yet or haven't experienced this stuff yet.
Mm.
I just want people to be careful about what we're sending out into the universe, because again, this is the stuff that people knock the weight loss community on. This is what gives us a bad name, is that they talk about the dangerous things that we talk about and dangerous practices. I'm not saying that happens here. I'm not saying it happens with the people we associate with. I'm not saying it happens in general in our community. But all it takes is one bad egg, and it gives all of us a reputation.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean,
All of our journeys are different.
we've talked to like the big creators who have like a lot of the followers and stuff like that, and they've broken down to us, I mean, people like to hear or like people's content that they either seem to know what they're talking about or are experts in what they're talking about or seem to come across that way. And maybe, people figure out the algorithm and just, try to focus more on, getting followers and being accepted rather than just sharing their experience.
So I'm gonna give you a quote, and this quote I think is perfect, and it comes from Dr. Clapp. I watched a post, and I think I watched this. I must have been. It was within my first year, and it might have been before I was even watch. It might have been right around when we started BME, because I think that's when I really started to notice his content. And he said We are all weight loss experts. So all of
Yeah.
us, how many times have all of us gone on some type of crazy ass diet and lost 50 pounds, 80 pounds, 100 pounds, some of us 120 pounds?
Mm.
The
Multiple
other
times.
part of this story is we are all experts at gaining weight back.
Heck yeah.
So
Facts.
again, so us being in this community, if I'm an expert at losing weight and I'm an expert at gaining it back, I am in no way, shape, or form an expert in telling you how to run your journey. Because I very well could end up on the opposite end. And I am trying my damnedest to make sure that I don't go back. Obviously, this is the longest I have ever kept the bulk of my weight off. Ever. Um, with the exception of maybe when I was in high school and I lost all the weight because I was playing sports pretty much all year round. And, who the hell has time to do anything other than just run around and be an absolute idiot when when you're that age?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Aaron. We're only experts at what works for ourselves personally. That's true. And see, that's what helped me, develop, who I am, learning how to, the cues of what to look out for, trying different things through other people's experiences and their journeys. Everything works for everyone differently. And that's the one thing that we know that is true. Yeah, we don't need a PhD to know ourselves, but just sharing our own experiences with people, and without throughout the community and people who may be entertaining, a GLP-1 or getting weight loss surgery, what have you. I think personally for me, that's what I resonated most with was, absorbing the information that people were when they were sharing their experiences, not necessarily doing exactly what they do, but trying different things out and giving things a chance to resonate and work for me during my journey. And that's how I use this platform. I can't. None of us here on this platform are medical professionals, uh, physicians, or mental health experts, but like the comments said, I mean, I am an expert with myself. I'm learning every day, and I thoroughly enjoy gathering whatever information I can from our friends in the community and trying things out, experimenting a little bit to enlighten my own experience and find my way through my journey.
Now, Tony, then what would you recommend to somebody that is just starting coming to this community? Because I know when I first came in, I was super excited myself too. I wanted to share everything. I wanted to say everything. What would you recommend to those people to still tote that line, but still be able to get their points across and their excitement across and build their family inside this community?
I think again, a lot of it's transparency to associating. Hey, this is my journey. This is my experience. Again, results. Anything that you're putting off as if you're going to get bariatric surgery, you're going to have nothing but success. We're basing facts on someone else's body, someone else's journey, someone else's experience on the basis of just your success. And that is a
Mm,
tough thing because it's that's a long boat to row right there. Because again, my results have been different, Rab's have been different, yours have been different, and everyone else's in this journey has been different. Like we share experiences, we share similar things that happen to our bodies because this is the norm. There are going to be similarities, but we share similarities with people who have natural weight loss. We share similarities with people with GLP-1s. But everybody's journey is different. My body is completely different and reacts to different things. While I see people post about like I'm gonna have fast food. I'm gonna have chips because I can have chips. that is all great. That's great. I am so happy that you can sit there and you can go through a drive-through and have fast food and still have the mental control to be like, I'm not going to do this tomorrow, or I'm not going to go back in 3 hours and have a chocolate shake along with the Big Mac and large fries. And while I'm at it, let me get a 20-piece chicken nugget. I don't have that self-control. So if you're going to post that, what are you telling me? That I can do this? And I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, because again, if you're celebrating your victory and your strength and like, this is my journey, this is what I'm able to do, I still need to be responsible to myself and say, I can't control myself like that. I don't have any self-will or self-control. I told you, and you probably drove down my road at one point when you came to visit me. I live down Temptation Row. I've got every fast food joint and every bad place you could think of, ranging in every version of popular food up and down my road. And I drive by. From the minute I get off the highway, Chick-fil-A stares me in the eye. And then I've got Panera Bread. Then I got McDonald's. I've got Wendy's. I've got a Dairy Queen. I have Montilio's Baking Company. I've got, it's just fast food joint. Taco Bell. I've got every fast food joint you could think of.
And here's the example. Like, you got every fast food joint, and I can go eat at any of those fast food joints, but I have my restriction. Like I can't eat as much as you guys can, at all. So I mean, everybody is different. Everybody can tolerate different things. I can't eat chicken as much as I love chicken. I can't do it, man. It messes me up. But other people can eat it with no daggone problem.
I could drive over to Buffalo Wild Wings and I could just destroy a chicken basket by myself.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Eyes closed, just like I used to. It might hurt, but I could do it. Am I gonna? Probably not.
It's 'cause of
10
what
weeks,
we learned.
10 weeks, man, 10 weeks alone. Just, like 10 weeks, okay, yeah, like, you're healing, you have the restriction, you're starting to see the weight drop off a little. This is my experience. You're starting to see the weight drop off a little bit. The restriction is there, but after that, like 12, 13, 14-month period, the restriction starts to wear off a little bit. Shit starts to get real.
I went into my first stall about 12 weeks in.
Yeah, yeah, stalls.
Like people, and these are the things that I haven't heard anyone talk about. I haven't got into a stall. They don't talk about this stuff. They haven't gone into a stall. They haven't, and as much as we all hate talking about stalls, when they hit it and that scale isn't moving, they freak the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it's the end of the world because it's like, whoa, no, what am I doing wrong? Or all of a sudden, I gained 5 pounds. No, you didn't. And this is the type of stuff where, like, I know that you need to let them go through this part of the journey. This is all part of the learning experience. But I can see where the stuff I used to see when I came into the community that drove people nuts, and I used to see people rant about, I'm at that point now. Because now that I'm in maintenance and I'm kind of gone through that part and still kind of experiencing some of these things, it's like, no, don't be like me. Stop it. Because you can see it happening. And I don't want to, and again, I can see why people are so passionate, is that if you've experienced all the negative parts, you want to be able to warn everyone about all the negative parts. But how do you come across? You almost can't come across saying, you don't want to do this because no, don't be a dumbass and do this. I'm going to come off the way I talk to my kids or something. Because you don't want someone to go through the same experiences. You want everyone to be successful, especially when you're that passionate about helping people in the community. And I've made a really big point about trying to do that with all of the new people coming in.
It is exciting though, you know, like it is. It really is. It's a great experience at the beginning, but once things start to settle down and slow down a little bit with my experience, it gets really hard on the head. And we haven't even talked about, you know, we have, but we haven't even brought up, you know, body dysmorphia, you know,
So
and
you see
yeah,
what I put in.
what's that?
So Sharp puts in there. People all want to be content creators who resonate with them. Who do you speak to as individuals? And I mean, it's a good point. Like, I don't sit here and say I want to be a content creator. As much as I put stuff out, I still don't consider myself a content creator. But I do speak to a lot of people, and I feel like, as much as I try to deny the impact that I have with some people in the community, I'm not gonna say I have a huge impact, but there are people that, only because I've had it validated back to me, I do have impact on people's journeys. And I try to be positive with people. I try to encourage a lot of people. I don't give a ton of tough love to people. It's very rare that you see me come down and say, "Hey, you know what? You really need to get your shit together. You're probably being self-destructive here." I don't really get to that point with people. But you do need the way you come across with people. You do need to talk to people because, again, people are excited in this journey. People are, this for the first time, people, especially when you've lost all hope, what have you really had to look forward to? This is for the first time things are looking up. You have positivity in your life. And then you have someone like me coming across like, whoa, 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 slow your roll, bro. You know, who do I sound like? Debbie Downer.
Mm, right.
What's
So now,
up?
do you
What's
guys
up?
think it's important for people who are further out then to go into these lives of these newer people to kind of talk to them and answer questions that they may have and help them out?
I think after and this is my personal opinion, I'm not really on the platform as much as I used to be. Um, but from what I gather from the platform now, it's like ever since we lost TT for 24 hours and she came back, um, it just seemed like we have kind of flipped. Like we're not sharing our experiences as much as we used to. We're just, you know,
I
throwing anything old,
don't know if you're
huh?
seeing I don't know if you're seeing the content then. Like
Why?
the algorithm did change, and I think your algorithm has changed. I think you need to change your settings, but
What do you mean?
I changed my settings.
To what?
I had to change like the content I wanted to be seeing. Like
Really?
oh yeah, they reset our settings and everything.
See, Tony, when you have Rab over here has been on like 3 or 4 times since they reopened back up. Of course, your algorithm's going to change.
Rap, we're gonna spend
Wow.
some time, and we're gonna fix your settings, buddy.
We'll fix the settings
Rap the
and
friendly
maybe
ghost.
hold on a second.
Uh-oh, he's about
Rap,
to go in now.
the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost we know. Oh
Yeah,
man, I miss these days with you.
yeah. So what about the Barry Mail experience, Rap? You get TT on your flip phone? Yeah, no, I don't.
I don't know. You were on a flip phone for a while though.
Oh, I was. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get rid of
at
that a
least he
little
didn't
bit.
delete TikTok off his phone like some other friends I know that did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna,
yeah. I
Bestie,
deleted
I'm
TikTok off my
sure,
phone.
I'm almost positive we might go with the hands of JBY.
I think it should be a pink carpet exclusive event.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A pay-per-view event?
Yes, and Biggie and I can actually commentate this whole thing.
Oh, there we go. And I'll have my hat by then too.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
And we'll match.
Fight on a pink carpet. April 5th is the next possible farewell. For real?
Oh, Tia, will you stop disappointing me with this news? Here we
Yeah.
go, back to YouTube.
Never.
We'll,
Never
we'll find
again.
it. We'll go to one of those things I researched.
Yeah, we'll do that
We'll
for sure.
we're still going to end up on YouTube. By the way,
No.
we are on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe. We have 141 subscribers right now.
141. We're moving up
Hey,
in the world,
I was
man. It's
about to say
amazing.
that's more than I remember last time.
Yeah. And again, if
So
you
again,
like
I'll
the
say
show,
this. Let me ask you something. Since you've been on, browsing or uh, um,
Reborn.
walking through the content and platform of TT, have you come across more men? I feel like we're fading out again.
yes, no, we are not
No?
fading out. There is so
Well,
much.
where are they? They're not here tonight. Where are they
Again,
all at?
well, again, we're building this part of the community. There's not a whole new group of people. I have introduced people, and you have seen a few people come through making comments in there. But again, it's a matter of like people introducing themselves to the platform, and then people resonating with the platform, and then people like catching on. Again, and if they're not going to come to the platform, that's one thing, and I'm perfectly okay with it. But we have men hosting. We have men sharing their journey.
Yeah, like Bessie say, we got to reintroduce BME.
Yeah. But compared to where we were in January of 2024, the community is that much better. It is significantly more, or there is significantly more male content coming out,
Oh yeah.
sharing their journeys. More men are being vocal about, things that they're going through. There are more men like going live and talking about their journeys. And for me, that was the whole point of BME. Is like, again, if people aren't finding their voice here, then create your voice. Have that voice. Share that voice. That's the whole point. That was the goal. You,
Stupid.
I can't even
Yeah,
be serious because she just does this to us.
she's out of control.
Uh, and she does this. We don't do this to you during your live. You know
Oh,
that.
I think I think it's time to start doing it.
I think it may. I think we may need to start this. We're the guys. We try to be mature, and we're just gonna have to let it hang, like Shar says.
We
Let's
try to
talk.
play nice.
Let's talk about her live real quick and the gentleman that she had on her live Sunday. Um,
Oh, I'm
I
excited.
think I'm. I think I might jump in, man.
I'm 100% doing it more than next year. It was something I actually had on my calendar to do this year before I got injured. I had actually talked to the guy back in August about signing up for the show and things like that. And I was working with my personal trainer, my coach. He was going to help coach me through that because he's done some of these before in the past.
Yeah.
It's something I'm definitely want to do. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a couple years. I actually did a show, shoot, 6 years ago for when they had a show out here in Sacramento, and it was just a transformation thing, and I did that one, so it was fun and got me going.
Yeah, and Shar says that we can mention TBTM and get a discount. So hell yeah.
What is the discount? Tell me a little bit about this. Do we need to have this guy come on BME and tell us what this is all about? I mean, I
Hey,
didn't.
as
I
far
was
as I
in
know,
and out of Shard's show.
Rab. All I know is I know we can have him up on camera though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can actually see what the guy looks like.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
I had to go. I had to go to his content and check it out.
Oh shit! You look at her. I can see that. I can see the steam coming out of her ears right now.
That's the difference between the number one podcast on TT.
You know what? Honestly, if it's gonna be,
Not the
a
not the
circus,
donkey.
let's have as much fun as possible.
Hey, but like again, it's also being able to adapt and think on the fly. She could have just said at the fly, like, "Hey, let me get you on my account so we can get you up there too." But I couldn't think on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes three of us to fight. I
So
don't think
what does he have? Does he have like
I'm laughing.
he has like a bodybuilding show or what is it?
So
Radical.
yeah, it's a bodybuilding show. So they actually have competitions, but they have a category for people who have gone through transformations, and that's broken it up into different subcategories to where you have the just transformation, someone who just lost weight that wants to get on stage and show almost like how the fashion show was. You got on stage, you got to show everybody what your new self looks like.
I have the perfect example. AJ did it. Do you remember when AJ
Did
went
he?
up on stage? That's what he did.
Yeah.
So I followed his platform with the BME account on our IG account. 'Cause I
Yeah.
sat in watching the live when he was on the waiting table. So that's when he reached out to me. Yeah, and we can talk to Rob because
Yeah.
Rob's all hooked up on that too. So
And he's actually doing one of the higher levels of the transformation area this time too. I think.
so
I
and
feel like go ahead.
I'm gonna say, go ahead, Rob.
No, I'm just saying I feel like if I was able to, sign up, get myself involved, that I would have something to work towards and it would probably
You'd
help
have
me keep myself
exactly. You'd
accountable.
have a goal. You'd have a motivation, and the three of us would have something together. And I miss that. So, Rab, when we were doing all of the MOBA challenges last summer, dude, those were the best lives.
Yeah,
I
So
think that,
they were
but
fun.
you and I held each other accountable during that time.
so gentlemen, are we committing to this for next year?
Yeah.
Guys, sure.
Why even talk about it?
Next year,
Because
why we can't do like why not right now? Is it next year? I'll
The
join 2 and 20.
I gotta have
Do we
surgery
have to wait
in
until
2 months.
next year?
I have surgery in 2 months.
well, unless
Well,
you're getting ready, and I have I have my CAT scan on my possible
I don't I don't want to
possible.
do it unless I can fully commit to it and actually put in the work and effort I need to do it. So that's why I
Shark,
wouldn't do it
I
this year.
swear to God, if you don't, I know you're laughing, but Shark, do not say that about yourself.
I
That's what we're
know,
gonna fight, Shark. I'm gonna take your
right?
kneecaps out with that comment. I expect you to talk more positive about
The
yourself. You have
contest is in
been
June. The contest is in June. We're in March, April, May, June. 3 months now. I need more than that.
No, that's why. Yeah, next year.
again, but this would give us,
Oh yeah.
once
A whole
Big E's
year.
all healed, once I'm healed, Rab, once you actually commit to going to the gym every day.
Hey, we're gonna get healed, and he's still not gonna want to go to the gym.
But Rab,
Um,
you talk about I can't tell you how many conversations we've had about like I just need to be more consistent. I want to get cut. Dude, this is exactly what we've talked about. Me, I want to get ready for plastics, but I want to be in the best condition possible before I
Yeah.
before I go to plastics. I want to figure out how to lock in my nutrition. I want to figure out, all right, I want to lose the extra weight that I have so I can have my plastics because I have no problem lifting. I'm 4 or 5 times a week now. It's great, but if I'm not doing the right things to the point and I'm making all these adjustments and I'm just, not that there's anything wrong with, holding steady at where I am at, I still have a goal I want to hit. And if I'm just going to be flat and steady the whole time, I'm never going to hit that goal.
mm,
So, all right, well, let me take a different approach. Maybe this is an approach I haven't taken. Let's go for it. What the hell? What do I have to lose?
Nothing.
And you have a lot to win because there's also cash prizes for this.
Again,
Um, yeah, I tell you, you have a lot of muscle to lose. That's what you have to lose. Because I've lost so much of it, man.
I'm gaining
And
it.
that's one thing talking about this journey, we put to the wayside, I have, is like muscle mass.
Hmm.
I have never, ever been this weak, ever.
That's why my doctors, even bariatric athletics last week, said it's so important to make sure that you're doing stuff to maintain your muscles because we don't we don't absorb enough nutrients to necessarily keep the muscle we need to, that we need to do everything in our power to try to keep maintaining it at the minimum, if not try to build
Hmm.
it.
Right.
I mean, again, and I'm consistently working out again because seriously, from November and December, the two months that I took off when I hurt my shoulder and I thought I had that, again, I should have gotten my CT scan back then, but I didn't know if I had the hernia. When I went back to working out, I my body was screaming. It was like, oh my god! I never felt so weak.
Hmm.
It's taken me the last 3 months to get back to where basically where I was. I feel great again working out. So I mean, what and I don't work out. Yeah, does it take a little bit more for me to get motivated? But I work out late. Yeah, I work out late, but I feel so much better after I do it. I
Yeah,
feel so much stronger after I do it. I can't say that I have a better feeling.
yeah. I know once I get all healed up, that's one thing I'm gonna definitely do, because especially for the show, because I don't want to just do the first category. I want to do that middle category. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to definitely lock in. I'm going to talk to my coach and have him put me on a food regimen too. Especially since I'm a berry who can eat like a normal person. So I'm going to have him put me on an actual meal plan too to help me try to build more muscle and lean out too.
Jamie, you better do it. Dude, see, Jamie wants to do it.
Hell
Dude, I'm
yeah.
telling
I
you,
It's
think
going to
I'm
end up
gonna
being a
check it
bariatric
out.
event.
I think it would be great because obviously I know that Char's thinking about it, Arisa's thinking about it.
Arisa's going to do it. Yeah.
Drew, what are you thinking? Honestly, I think it would be really cool to have like a really large group of us aiming to
Bro,
go there together.
bro was gonna do it this year till he got hurt. He was signed up. You have the Robs. There's already like he said on her show. There's a bunch of people that are signed up already to do it.
Yeah, and I think it would be great as a community thing for all of us to be aligned in one thing. I think it'd be great to have all of us there. It's like a whole nother bariatric event.
Yeah,
But
as I
all
said, it's going to be an unofficial bariatric
celebrate
event.
something completely different.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna come out of nowhere and snatch the title.
And the ability
I hope you
to
do. Honestly, if I'm gonna do this, I'm not. And again, yeah, 20 grand, awesome. But you guys know me. I'm not so focused on money. Like I have personal things that I want to be able to do in my life and achieve in my life.
yeah,
And getting me, that my whole body dysmorphia and this whole thing about like just the extra like skin hanging around my midsection bothers me to a T, and it will forever bother me until I get rid of it. But I'm never gonna go and do this surgery unless I get the weight that I put on, six over the last like 9 months, and then get back to where I was supposed to. I'm never gonna have that surgery. So, am I gonna do something radically different? Yes. So let me take this approach, and at the same time, probably get in the best shape I've been in since probably either my entire life or since I've been, probably in my early 20s when I was a gym rat for, 5 or 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well, I mean, I've seen a one guy. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, man. He just straight up just went after it for like a year, a straight up year. I'm sure you guys may know who I'm talking about. I think it might be on IG or something like that. he freaking went hard for like a year and he made leaps and bounds. You know,
But
it's crazy what your body will do when
there's a level of dedication there, but it's also finding the thing that works for you. It's finding that balance. And again, the program that Biggie will do, the program that you will do, they're not going to be the same thing. We may have a baseline thing to follow, but we're going to have to find like, all right, you're going to take in different amount of protein,
Yep.
is the amount of water we take in, the type of exercise that, or the type of lifting that we're going to do. Like, what is our body going to react to in a positive manner? It's going to be,
There's really no two bodies that are the same.
yeah.
Everybody's body's different.
right.
And like, I'm not looking for bulk. I mean, I lifted that way to be bulky when I was younger. Yeah, I'm not looking to be huge. I've already been huge. I want to lean out. I want leaner muscle. I want to, I haven't considered myself thin probably since I was, again, in my 20s. That's a long time.
Yeah.
So BME stepping on stage next year.
What's
What's
up,
up, bro?
bariatric bro?
Again, and it will, we'll all be up there with bro.
Yeah,
Oh
I want
yeah,
abs like Barry Bro too, man.
I'm gonna have to go out there and beat bro real quick though.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to take his title. What's up, Tamar? How
Go
you doing?
flex on him one time.
Dude, I just think it would be cool, and I think that would be the best like group photo ever. It's just
Oh yeah.
everyone in a pose.
Yeah.
I think that would be the ultimate. So it's just one more thing that again that we can do as a community.
It's a great way for me to accumulate my comeback story.
There you go. And again, all of us could be a part of that comeback story.
Yep.
All of it, we could all be a part of Bro's comeback story. Like again,
Together.
this is
Together.
exactly together.
Yeah.
Rab's comeback story to hit in the gym for 6 months straight.
Yeah, that would be a serious comeback, man.
It
And you
would
keep
be.
on taking them shots. We got 8 minutes left. I'm gonna light you up here in a minute. Hold tight. It's creeping
Hey, you know what? If this is what we get to motivate you, I'll do it.
in.
Hey,
I'll
Rab,
do
best
it.
believe as soon as I can get my ass back in the gym, I'm gonna make your ass get back in that gym.
Radical and summer shredding.
Dude, Bro's got so much going on.
He's
But
on a
you know what the
mission.
funny thing? Yeah, he's a freaking
I
beast.
will, Kia. I will. I will.
Broken shoulder and all, and this guy's still in the gym.
I gotta at least bring the push-ups back.
I wonder if someone posted about that, saying, "Hey, I miss seeing these videos."
Hey, Tony,
Yeah, I saw that.
hasn't he said this like for the last like 3 4 weeks? What's
Yeah,
Who?
stopping you?
dude, it's been more than three or
What?
4 weeks. He's been talking about bringing back push-up videos.
What's stopping you?
Slacking. That fat boy mentality is still there, man. That shit is so real. It's so real.
What's
Like,
up?
I mean, hey, touch of Philly, how you doing, man? It's just like it doesn't matter that I've lost 130 pounds. I still think like I was when I was overweight, man. I'm still lazy. I still procrastinate. I still come up with the excuses, you know, and what somebody told me before is like you run out of excuses. How many times can you use an excuse? Take your ass to the gym. And I know it's like, once I know I'm gonna start sharing too, Kia. That's what I need to do. Josh, how you been doing? It's just like getting started. Once I get started, I'm locked in. But once I take off and I'm not going, I just fall off, man. Every single time I go through this all
But
my
just get,
life.
but get back on, dude. I've watched you get on, fall off, get on, fall off. It's time to get back on.
It is that mindset. Hey, Susie, how you doing? You got to get in that mindset and just stay there, though.
But honestly,
Stay there.
so what I want you to do is if you're serious about doing this and you sign up, dude, it's 20 grand. You don't want 20 grand?
Mm-mm.
You know how many hats you can get with 20
I'm gonna
grand.
say it doesn't matter because I can
You
do it.
don't win. You don't win 20 grand. It's math. It's spread out between like 40 different
Well, good.
joints.
You want to win? You want to win $1,000?
Hey, how many skelly caps can you
Yeah,
buy
I
with
take.
$1,000?
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? Just the recognition and the acceptance and feeling good about myself and getting myself to a point where I'm healthier than I was yesterday is what really matters.
You know
But I
what you
just need to
need?
do it.
You know what you
A
need?
life
You need a
coach?
life
A
coach.
life coach. I knew you were gonna say that. I can't afford a life coach, man.
Oh, do we know a good life?
I
Do you
don't
guys
know.
know?
Ask if there's a
You,
rate for TVTM
hey,
coach.
do you
I
know a
do
good life
get
coach,
family discount. Huh?
Tony? Do you know a good life coach?
I do know a good. I know a great life coach. The name is
Yeah, VST
Bessie.
bestie. Family discount. That is true. That is very true. That is true. I'm
See,
willing to be an assistant life coach.
even all this fighting and stuff, we still have time to say,
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
Hey Ryan, what's
"Oh,
happening?
he's there."
Did you see my segment on Fox 8 News? Nah, man, I didn't.
No, man, you need to post that.
Yeah. Did you post some of it? I
I
didn't
have Fox
see
8
that.
News in Boston.
Congratulations, bro. Hey, real quick while I'm thinking about it, I know we're coming to a close here, but I gotta tell you, Touch of Philly, man. Let me know. Go to my inbox and let me know where you're at. I think we might be close. We need to hook up.
Rab wants some
And
egg rolls.
congratulations, man. I want those mumbo chicken egg rolls.
I said Rab wants some egg rolls. We're talking about going to the gym, Rab. You don't need no egg rolls. Hey, there we go,
Like,
Rab. Hey, Tony, we're gonna have to start bribing them. It's gonna be, hey, Rab. You don't get no egg rolls until you make 10 push-up videos.
Yeah, they eat
oh,
the egg roll
okay.
and then do 100 push-ups. This is coming from the guy who made me do 100 push-ups live with him,
Yeah.
and then do BME right
Yeah.
afterwards, not feeling my arms.
It
Oh,
was
that's right.
great.
We got empanadas coming to the house.
Oh,
Let's not talk about food, man. we
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 do
just had
have
a whole live
empanadas
about
coming to
all
the
this stuff,
house.
and we're like, oh, let's talk about food.
Hey,
We'll
it's
make
getting to
like
dinner time
20
over here. That's why
make
I'm starting
like
to get
20
hungry.
empanadas. We'll make 20 empanadas and eat them all week.
Right, Rab. No. You got a normal person who can eat in that house. They ain't gonna last all week.
Yeah, I'll
Man.
get there. I'll show up at the content house, and they're like, well, Biggie ate them all.
Yeah, she's making them Thursday night, so you might not have any since you're coming late.
I swear, Shar, I'm telling you right now, if you want to stay on Nina's good side, you'll make sure there's some put aside for her.
Uh,
She's gonna have one left just for her.
Why two sisters need to stick together, right? And then put aside for the hubby.
Shar said my cash app is
Oh, you put some aside just for Nina.
There
Well,
you go. There you go, Rab.
I don't know if Nina will share with you though.
He's got a cheesesteak
nice.
bowl with no bread.
Nice. That's right up my alley, man.
You
Although
go.
bread doesn't really bother me. I can't eat too much of it, so it doesn't matter. Nothing really matters, man, for me. And that's the difference in my journey with everyone else, man. I can eat whatever I really want to eat. There she is, Bestie's bucket. But I can't eat enough that's gonna make me fail. It's
Yeah,
just the truth.
I
Not yet, anyway. And you can, right? Yeah, it's just we're all different.
Oh, now he's putting you on the spot.
We gotta link, man. I was just down the other day. I visited with Amber and Johnny last weekend, man. So we'll have to link up for sure. It's
Bro,
only a 2 hour
bro,
drive.
drag him to the gym. He's got no
Actually,
excuses.
we'll be we're gonna go hang out in Greensboro this weekend, man. We got to do some shopping for JBY, so I'll be in Greensboro this weekend. We're going to a mall out there.
He's like,
So
good. Meet me
yeah,
at the gym early in the morning.
failing is my specialty. Hey Josh, man, we're right up the same daggone alley, man. We fail all the time. But what
Guess
can we
what?
do to position ourselves to stop failing, man? We got to show up for ourselves. It's about that time, man. It's about
Well,
that time. We're right there. We need to do something together for sure.
As Rocky says, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. It matters is how many times you get back up.
exactly. And basically, the community motto is how can we continue to win? We pick each other up, man. I mean, if your motto is like failure is not an option. Not when you have this community. If you feel like you're failing, reach out to us because we got your back. You know what? Come on over to Mental Health Shop Talk after this. We are going live with Mental Health Shop Talk with Fadeaway Ryan in about
Hey, probably live right as we speak.
he probably is. So make sure you hit the link in the
Yeah, we
bio.
got to go live now.
And you can talk with all of us. So,
Yeah,
all
hit me
right.
up, Touch of Philly, for sure. Check out that mental health shop talk right now. The link's in the bio. Zoom link, men only. It's our space. Whatever happens, whatever we talk about stays here, fellas. Come hang
Exactly.
out with us. We'll see you next weekend. Next week, what do we got? Fade away?
Yeah,
Next
Ryan.
week, Fadeaway Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan put some time aside in the schedule, and we're going to be talking about mental health. So it'll be good to have him back up on
That's
there with
good.
us. It's been a while. It's been a few
Got the
weeks.
I'm
gang
look.
back together.
That's gonna be a good one, man. I'm gonna let loose. I'm letting loose next week. Y'all come join us for sure. It's gonna be good.
All right. Any other closing
Especially
thoughts?
for those of you, especially for those of you who are watching or who may want to share this live. We'll put up little promos, whatever it may be. Um, yeah, I got the wine in me, but I'm telling you right now, especially for those who are 10 weeks out, who think this journey is cupcakes and champagne.
And yes, we don't want people to say, another big thing is that we hate when people say we took the easy way out. If you knew
Big
half of
easy
what,
way
if
out.
you knew half of what we know, and we're all, especially for the three of us, we're pretty much just 2 years out. If you knew half of what we know in the 2 years, this is not the easy way out.
Yeah, I got stabbed 6 times and had my let me tell you this story. I got stabbed 6 times and my small intestine was severed and they had to slice my stomach into a 4 ounce pouch because that was the only way to repair. I don't know about the easy way out, man. By choice. By
Is you guys
choice.
are basically gangster?
Gangster.
Will.
Josh, head over to that men's mental shop, help shop talk. Let's talk.
All right. Well,
We'll
thank
see
you
y'all
guys for
next
joining
Tuesday.
us. I'm going to close it out for you guys. I know you guys are in a rush to go see Ryan. I am too. But thank you for joining us. BME is live every Taco Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget to check out our sister chat talk, Bari to Me with VSG Destiny. She is on every Sunday night, same bat time, same bat channel.
Bam.
Don't forget that we are all at
Oh,
JBY this April.
JB. Why?
10th to the 12th. All of us are nominated. All of us are going to be up on stage presenting. Don't forget, Shar is hosting on the pink carpet. Don't forget, if you haven't started seeing the
Anthony.
posts, retreats coming up in New Orleans. So don't forget, I think tickets are already on sale.
They're on sale.
The hotels and stuff. If you haven't been to a retreat, you got to check it out. It's a once in a lifetime experience that will probably keep you going for the rest of your life. So check those out. Those are the closing announcements. Thank
Yes.
you for joining us. Remember,
Uh,
all of our
le-
journeys are different. I'm a weight loss expert in my own journey.
and obese expert because I love fried chicken, strawberry Fanta, and
Oh, we got to
watermelon.
get this man off here. It's kicked in.
Jesus Christ. This is why we drink water and not wine.
See y'all next week.
All right, guys. Have a great, have a great day. I'll see you guys next week.